One thing I really like is the marketplace on Facebook. I found lots of dresses for ballroom dancing that are worth like thousands of dollars that I got.
Most of it, right?
Actually, I just recently purchased some for myself because I'm getting back into the industry, and I only had to pay like $20.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, but that is still items that a consumer bought,
but it was still in good condition.
Yeah, so so that consumer is being nice, I guess, and understands.
Yeah.
But the big corporations who make billions don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they will still sell items and gouge you because they know you're in a bind because Christmas is coming up.
No, I agree. I just think people should really go back into the way where we should just be like selling and buying off of each other.
Or bartering even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like who goes to Costco here?
Me.
Anyone else been to Costco?
I've been, but I don't go on a regular basis.
Yeah. Now, if you are like the way that I am, right? Because I kind of like overanalyze fucking shit. You go to Costco right now. If you were to go to Costco because it's Christmas time, right? They're selling all that, gift shit, whatever, and winter stuff, right? Come January, they're already going to be selling stuff for spring.
Yeah.
Okay. And it becomes spring, they're already selling stuff for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. So if we go back a little bit earlier, if you were to now look to buy a winter jacket, you're paying through the fucking nose for it. If you buy your winter jacket in April or May, it's going to be at a huge discount. But guess what? Costco will not put winter jackets on for sale in the summertime, even though they have a huge inventory of them. They remove all that stuff off the floor.
I didn't realize that.
Of course they do. It's all seasonal shit. They're very smart that way. Like right now, if you want to buy Christmas lights, they're at an all-time high. But come January, February, and March, and April, May, June, Christmas lights are worth nothing. But go to Costco, they're not going to be selling Christmas lights because the company who supplies it is smart.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to buy it. So even when it comes to winter coats for kids go on sale in Costco in August, July, end of July. Because they know parents are doing school shopping for their children.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah,
so they're smart, right? And they charge a huge amount. Now, if you got that for $5.
Yep.
There are some stores like Sporting Life and so on that you can actually go to. They'll have stuff that's on liquidation. So it just shows how huge that profit margin is. That they're able to go from $200 to $49 and still make money on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're the ones who are getting, we're getting duped. We're taking the ass. And I find that in the Western world, because it's just a consumer-based society. The only thing we know to do, you get your paycheck, you're going to spend it and buy shit. Buy shit that you don't even need. Majority of the stuff that you're buying is not, except for food. But even food, okay? Yeah. Like this shit that if you bought this from like a 7-Eleven, you paid through the nose for that. But if you go to Big Tiger, Giant Tiger,
Tony the Tiger,
it's going to be at a discounted rate for the same fucking product.
Yeah.
I didn't buy them.
Someone bought them for you.
Boyfriend bought them.
Like that you showed me that Mars bar you had earlier, right? That Mars bar, if you go to the dollar store, it's fucking 89 cents.
Yeah.
You go to 7-Eleven, it's $3.
Yeah.
The same chocolate bar.
Yep.
Right?
It still adds up.
So shouldn't there be some kind of board that controls the pricing, so it should be the same at every, it's ridiculous.
Well, you know what? Okay, here, I can chime in on this because when legalization first happened and we opened our store, like at the dispensary, we could make, when we ordered something, we could make our own markup, whether it be 48%, 50%, 60%, right? All depending what we wanted to do. So, for example, we had a great half quarter that we would sell for $12 so that we could bring people in and upsell people on other things. Well, come October 17th of last year, Ontario government decided they wanted to step in. So they decided, no. You guys are making too much money and we don't like that. So we want to get our hands on that. So what we're going to now do is we're going to decide pricing for y'all. Okay, and all that did is, granted, I'm for it in some things, but all that did to the mom and pop shops like us is when they went to go make everything like the LCBO in the beer store. The LCBO in the beer store, it's a corporation, right? There's only one entity, right? With dispensaries, there's not one entity, there's multiple
And you have
entities.
different costs.
Correct.
Overhead.
Correct. Well, now all of our pricing is the same across the board. However, a product that we used to sell for $12, we now have to sell for $20, but so does the corporation down the road, except they can afford to discount it 30%. And we can't.
But if you sell for $20, your profit was still the same at 12. Is it or no?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's so essentially they raised the price on that, so less people didn't want to buy it anymore. So we lost the customer base.
Wow.
So really, like sometimes on a pre-roll, we only make like $1, $2.
So this is obviously with a Ma Pa place, right?
Correct. But when you're with a corporate company, for example, Canna Cabana is backed by like people like Desjardins, Del Monte Fruits. Like that's a huge multi-billion-dollar corporation. They can afford
their discount.
They can afford their discounts.
And you lose the customer.
That's right.
So if you want to look at it at a different angle, Loblaws, right? Loblaws owns No Frills, and Loblaws also owns Fortinos.
Yeah.
Has anyone here been to a Fortinos?
Yes.
No.
I actually
Okay.
wrote a book about my time at that company.
Did you work there? So Fortinos is very high end, right?
I never worked at Fortino's.
I
just
actually like
Loblaws.
Fortinos.
Okay. So Loblaws owns Loblaws, Superstore, No Frills, and Fortinos.
Okay.
The bare bones is
Zayres.
And Zayres
Maybe
and
Zayres,
Canadian
yeah.
Tire.
Yeah, Zayres.
so.
yeah.
And with grocery stores, No Frills, I think, is like the bare bones. Like you go in there, it's fucking depressing. You want to kill yourself when you're in there, literally. Okay, it's so fucking depressing. The lighting is shit.
Yeah.
Everything is. It just looks like shit. The whole
Yeah.
place looks like
And
shit.
that's for every no frills, not just
Yeah,
one no,
no.
frills. That's every no frills.
Now, when you go to Loblaws or Superstore, that's like the middle ground. It's not as bad as.
It's also independent too.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough.
Then when you go to a Fortinos, Fortino's very high end. They have classical music playing. It's very nicely decorated. You know, the way that they have all the shelves lined up, it's not like a fucking, No Frills looks like a grocery store for prisoners. That's what it reminds me of. Or like a mental, like some asylum or whatever, right? And then you have products. So if you were to buy fucking Mr. Christie's chocolate chip cookies, they're priced differently at all three of these chains, but they're owned by the same company. How the fuck is that possible? How are they allowed to do that?
Well, it's like Rogers doesn't want to be associated with Fido, even though they own
Yeah.
it, because Fido's for low end customers
Yeah.
and Rogers for high end customers.
So
How is that allowed?
working in a hair salon, the same owner owns Maverick Barber Shop and Joseph's Hair Salon. And so many times I'll have men come in and they say, "Well, how much is a haircut at the salon?" And I'll say it's like $40 plus tax. But if you want, I can check Maverick for you if we have any spots available, and it's only like $30 there.
But again, I'm going to give you the other side of that. Is the facility exactly the same? The chairs are as comfortable, the same treatment, all that? It might be a little bit of a difference,
Same
right?
procedure, unless you're gonna get like an actual shave or something in particular, like a
But
barbering. But if you're getting like just a regular haircut with different levels of cut, you get the same thing at the salon
same
that
style
you'd
of
get at
chair.
the barber shop. Yeah, same chair, like a black, comfy, like cushy chair that spins. They give you the wash, the full service wash, cut, and style. You get at either place. The only difference is you're getting it done by a barber compared to a stylist.
So does a
But
stylist treat you differently?
not
it a
when it
different
comes
experience?
not when it comes to a men's haircut.
Okay.
So
The thing over here is that we're talking of a bag of fucking cookies. They're going to taste the same whether you buy it from Loblaws or anywhere else. Like
yeah, so you're
but
gonna get the same men's haircut, like
no difference at all.
no
from a
difference. Not
barber to a
unless you
hairstylist.
want like an actual razor shave,
Yeah, I
or
get it.
like some crazy
styling or
line
whatever.
thing. Yeah. So
Okay. So, you know, I think that when it comes to the big corporations that are doing this, it's just utter bullshit. That's all I can say.
yeah,
And how are they able? So if you go to like a poorer neighborhood, you're going to see more No Frills,
Yep.
right? If you go to more upscale neighborhoods, you're going to see more Fortinos.
Yeah, Oakville is filled with Longos and Fortinos.
Fortinos.
There's
Yeah.
almost no frills here.
I think there's maybe one that I've maybe seen. And I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair these corporations, based on where they have, where they, whatever, got a lease or bought fucking land. I think they lease all their stuff. And they decide, okay, we're going to be at Jane and Finch. We've got this huge spot. Should we open up Fortinos here? Well, obviously it's not going to work there. So we're going to open up a No Frills. Meanwhile, if you were to buy cookies there, sometimes the cookies are more expensive at No Frills than they are at Fortino's. They charge higher.
But again, I think at Fortino's is or not Fortino's, so isn't No Frills independent? Like, can't they price their own stuff? Because like the No Frills by my house, it's
Yeah, they're like
Rob's No
franchised.
Frills.
They're
Yeah.
franchises
True,
though.
Yeah.
They're still franchises.
So can't they decide, like, if I go to the No Frills here, the cookies might be $3.99, but down the street they're
they still have to get approval from the head office.
Okay, that's what
it's still
I
a,
was just
it's
wondering
still a
that.
franchise,
Yeah.
right? So it might say Danny's No Frills, right? But Buddy at Danny's No Frills cannot be selling cookies for 10 cents, and other guy No Frills selling for $2. But all the No Frills will have the same prices. I
okay,
think.
because make it like I know I shouldn't use
But
McDonald's.
they are going to be allowed to. Let's say if Danny's No Frills had ordered 20 crates of cookies and he's got a ton of overstock, he will get permission from the head office to lower the price,
Okay.
and he'll use that in his advertising. Right. What I'm talking about is that same bag of cookies at Fortino's could be 25 cents or 50 cents more, or it might actually end up being cheaper at Fortino's.
Is the No Frills price match though?
I don't think they do anymore. I think some of these
Really?
guys have stopped that.
Yeah, I know
You know?
Walmart stopped.
Yeah. So once again, it's the citizens who are taking it in the ass. And in all honesty, people might not like what I'm going to say, but we deserve it because we still support the system. I don't see people fucking going out there with pitchforks like you're talking about and protesting about gas prices. No, people are still putting gas. You see anyone you see people going on strike and saying, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna have a day we're not gonna pump any gas.
Like, is that what you have to do? I think some people are just dumb as fuck.
No,
And they're- how are you supposed to actually stand up and not
That's
go
how.
to the gas?
No,
pump?
you know
Yeah,
what?
I'll tell you how.
There was in Germany. Do you want me to find the very video? There in Germany, literally, they raised the gas prices, and you know,
I remember that.
and you know what they did? Everybody in Germany stopped on the freeway, got out, and said, "Fuck this, deal with our cars," and they left.
There you go. And did he lower the gas price?
It worked.
Oh.
So
Everybody in Germany-
Europe is so much more advanced than us because they've had revolutions there. France is
Yeah,
known
France,
for that.
They
Yeah.
literally just put like shit,
Yeah.
like actual shit from a hose all over their government place, whatever it's called.
Buildings and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. They'll set the whole town on fire.
Well, good for France.
Here, again, because we're a bunch of fucking dumb sheep.
Yeah.
You know why we take we really can't do anything. Yeah, you fucking can.
Revolt.
It just
You know?
sucks that we would have to get to that extent to
But that's the
actually
only
do that.
way. Like you
It
know,
sucks.
But it doesn't
Like,
take one's not gonna do it.
No,
No.
you
You
need a
know,
group.
like that's the problem. It's like you're gonna be the one, and then no one else is gonna give a fuck.
yeah, because you'll be like, okay, we're gonna meet tomorrow at 9:00 in the morning. I was like, yeah, and then you show up all alone
Yeah,
with a bunch of
and then
signs.
just
Yeah.
the renegade
And then
there
you
on
get
their
a-
own.
Everyone else is stuck in fucking traffic on the DVP.
And then you being the only one, you get arrested. And they freeze your bank account.
Oh